Howdy.
George, you've been pretty clear in the last several weeks that look, it's up the offense to score. We're going to have to outscore teams, and that's how we're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And things like this happen. They're a good defense, but are you shocked, surprised? How would you sum up how this offense that's been rolling so good got shut down?
Disappointed. I mean, yeah. NFL, you can have a bad game any game. Unfortunately, we decided to have a bad game today. Not efficient. Were we 2 of 9 on third down? Tough. Didn't really get our run game going. We started the game off with 2 3 and outs. I mean, if they have a good defense, and their run game was super effective tonight, kind of hard to, expect to really, win the game if we're not going to score more than a field goal. Shout out to Eddie, though. Thank you for making it.
Colton McKivitz joked that you guys try to make it as hard on yourselves as possible. Is that something that you can adopt and kind of embrace as you go on the road?
Well, look, we lost at home to a division rival for the division and the 1 seed. That sucks. That just is what it is. And yes, I'm disappointed about it. It's horrible. Good news is I get to play football next week. Whether it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whenever it is, I get to play football again. And it's going to be on the road in a hostile environment. Would I much rather be on a bye and get to play at Levi Stadium? Yeah, but that's just not our reality. So, I fully expect our team to come in, attack it, and we have a whole new season ahead of us. It is what it is. So we just got to go to work. We have a week. Hopefully we get Trent back. That's super helpful. He's a really good football player. Maybe Ricky. So, that's horrible. I hate that. I hate losing. I hate losing to the Seahawks. But hey, we get to play football next week, and whoever it is, whenever what happens, go Cardinals.
Anything at all about their defense that surprised you? I mean, you played against early in the season, and you watched film of them all week. Is there anything that jumps out at you at what they were doing that was different or better? Or?
No, they pressured randomly. They brought a lot of pressures, which is what they do. They drop really deep. They force you to check the ball down, and they routed the ball really well. That's their defense. That's what their head coach has made their defense do. When you've got a really good, D-line and, they can all win one-on-one battles from time to time, and then you bring pressure with it, and they got a smart secondary. So, no, nothing surprising. Just I wish we would have taken advantage of some of the situations, and we didn't. And that's football.
Yeah. You missed a week. How do you feel physically coming out of this game?
Yeah, I didn't make anything worse. So, hoorah.
Cardinals, you have a preference to where you might want to play next week?
You know what? I'm not a betting man, but I'm just cheering for Buda Baker to have 3 pick sixes tomorrow. That's it. And Trey McBride to have 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. That'd be awesome. Tight end you.
Obviously out of your guys' control, but Shanahan said that if you guys played tomorrow, that there would have been a lot better chance that Ricky and Trent could have played. Is that in your mind at all, or just is what it is?
Nothing I can do about it. It would have been helpful to me too, but you don't get to choose when the games are. They tell you when you play, and I feel like, sure, it would have been helpful if we had an extra day, but you got to show up when they tell you to show up, and our offense didn't show up the way we needed to tonight.
For 9 years, I would imagine you would expect him to sort of figure it out. He usually does at some point in the game. Was it weird? He just didn't seem to have any answers in this game.
I feel like we kind of did have an answer there at the end, and then, you have a tip ball. It's a weird, and then another tip for an interception at the 2-yard line. We score a touchdown there, and it's 10-13, and yeah, who knows? It's a completely different game. So, I think Kyle, kind of found a rhythm right there, and then that happens. Then they take, 7 minutes off the clock. They go down and doink a field goal, but, you're still down 2 scores at that point. So I think Kyle had found his rhythm. I think our offense was starting to find a rhythm, and then, hey, tip ball, it's tough.
Been a part of some teams and seasons that have had a lot go against you. It feels like sort of similar this year, but the record's obviously very different.
Yes.
How do you feel just how hardened this team is, and can you lean on any of those experiences to go into next week?
It's a good question. Let's see. For the guys that have all been here, yeah, you can lean on some of those seasons, like when we started the 21 season or the 22 season, with a losing record, and we found a way to sneak into the playoffs. Sure. I think it's a little bit different, when we weren't missing as many players back then, from Bosa to Fred. That's really tough. And, but there are experiences that a lot of our vets have gone through, you know, and it's just your back's against the wall. Like, what are you going to do? And one thing I do, like, I think this team's really resilient. I do. I love the way our young guys are playing. Like, I'm still a huge fan of Alfred Collins and CJ West. Our young guys are getting reps. I think they're getting better week in and week out. And so there are like experiences that we can lean on. But the cool thing is it's a brand new season every single year with so many new guys taking advantage of new opportunities and stuff like that. And while, yeah, you have guys who have, you know, Brindle missed 2 games in 4 years. McKivitz has played at a high level. Yeah, we lost Trent for a game. Hopefully that's it. Burford stepped up. Pooney, you know, is a 2-year starter. Like, we have guys on our whole offense who have played a lot of games. And so I think, like I always say, like, we just got to lean on our offense, and we got to figure out a way to move the ball, stay on the field, and not make our defense, you know, stay out there so long. And I mean, shout out to our defense. I thought they played a phenomenal game and gave us plenty of opportunities. That's why I'm so disappointed, because our offense didn't back up our defense.
Kind of to follow up on that, to have to lean on your offense and then have to go up against a high-powered defense like you went up against tonight, and then you have the type of offensive performance that you had.
Mm-hmm.
Does that at all shake the confidence of the offense to be able to respond in a way that you guys have in the past 6 weeks?
It doesn't shake my confidence at all. You know, I'm fully. I was expecting Brock to go out there and have 5 touchdowns. I mean, I don't. Yes, they're a very, very good defense. They showed that they were a good defense today. They kept us from scoring any points. So, like, kudos to them. I mean, I'm still incredibly confident in our offense. You know, anytime that 13's in the backfield with the ball in his hands, and I got 23 back there, I mean, I got a ton of confidence in this offense. And it didn't go our way tonight. We didn't make the plays when we needed to make them. And, you know, that's football. Like, all you need is one really good drive, and we didn't really have that one good drive tonight.
The Seahawks they're celebrating in their locker rooms, cigars and dancing.
Cool.
Do you take offense to it, or you just say you take your medicine because of what they did?
I would do the same. Yeah, I mean, what? They won the division. They got the 1 seed. They won in a rival stadium. Good for them.
Say that despite playing as poorly as you did.
1 second. Let him go, then I'll come to you, Jennifer.
What does it say that despite playing as poorly as you did, that the game kind of turned on that one play at the end?
Can you say it one more time? Sorry, I didn't hear
What does it say that despite playing as poorly as you did as a team, that the game turned on one play at the end? It was that close.
That's football. I mean, that's what's crazy about it. Our defense played at a high enough level, you know, and our special teams, you know, made their kicker miss 2 kicks. Like, they kept us in the game. And, you know, if that's a touchdown instead of an interception, like, you're 10-13 with 10 minutes left in the game, and, like, who knows what could have happened. And, you know, yeah, it's not fun to live in a, like, who knows, what if. That sucks. But, I mean, we were almost good enough to play, you know, to win, but we weren't. And then it turns out we only scored 3 points. We lose by 10 points at home. So it's incredibly disappointing. But, you know, that's kind of the fun thing about football. Like, one play can completely change every game. Yes, Jennifer.
You were talking about the energy that you expected from everybody. Was it where you wanted it to be this year?
I thought our fans were fantastic. That was really loud, Levi Stadium. You know, they helped us out so much in the first half. And then, I mean, I never blame the fans. Like, we have to give them more to cheer for on offense. They support our defense the whole time. They were just waiting for us to get going on offense. And, you know, we didn't give them a lot to cheer for. And, you know, like I said, it's more just disappointing for me, because I like winning football games, and I like winning the division, and I like being a 1 seed. But that's not how it's going to go this year. And I'll see you guys next week. The team? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I liked how we started. It's just when you start with a 3 and out back to back, it's just kind of, you know, that's tough. But I like when I'm looking down the sideline, the whole offense is like they're eager and ready to go. Like, there's no drop of confidence or anything like that. Like I said, like when I look back and I see Brock Purdy in the huddle, I have so much confidence because he's such a good quarterback. And so, like, no, my confidence is the exact same. I'm looking forward to whoever we play. Let's go, Buddha and Trey McBride. Thank you, guys.